really difficult tee shot here. In general, when I say difficult tee shot, I'm talking about we're elevated, the horizon is low. Usually you see trees in the background and you see it's easy to hit shots when you have a small window. And practicing these elevated shots where you're practicing to build a small window out there, it's a big key. Oh, I'm going to pick out something big in the distance, a little area right along the tree line, and not only a direction but a trajectory. I'm looking at a trajectory. I'm looking at a trajectory. Oh, it's really good. It's so tough to make a golf swing when you don't have that trajectory in mind. You have a direction, but it's too vague. It's almost like shooting a basketball in the ocean. I mean, it's so much easier if you set a bucket up there where it might not even be 10 feet. It might be like 13 feet, but at least you can shoot a ball into that target. But trying to hit these vague targets and you're not really sure where you're going because it's too one-dimensional. Like you've got alignment, but your body doesn't know. Am I trying to hit it low? Am I trying to hit it high? Draw, fade. Doesn't matter what shot you hit, you really got to commit. It's really, when it's cold and, when you're not hitting it well, or really test your ego of trying to figure out how far do I hit my clubs and how far should I hit my clubs. And the bar is always, for most golfers, when you hit your best shot. And it's quite the opposite. You gotta be able to calculate when you don't hit it so well. And it's a hard pill to swallow trying to understand that concept because, if I hit my 7-iron 175 yards, like I don't want to hit it from 145 or 150. And sometimes when it's cold out, ball's not traveling, and you're not hitting it well, it's not going to go very far. The better you are, the better player you are, it's easier to make that adjustment. The worse you are, you'll keep striving for your perfect golf shot. The better you are, you're okay understanding that today the ball's not traveling very far. It's not going to go very far, and it's okay that I don't hit my best bar the 7-iron today. That's an important one. The 4 just in case. Oh, all right, let's see what we got. Good tee shot. This is such a good example. This is a hole where I normally hit a good 3-wood off the tee, and I absolutely have less than 150 yards. I usually have 145. And today I have 171 yards. I have 171. And 171, I probably have 155 to the front edge of the green. 171 yards would normally be a 7-iron for me. And today it's cold. I'm not quite warmed up. And just kind of where that pin is, I want to be just past it. I'm actually going to hit a 5. I fly my 5-iron as far as 200 in the air. And here I am, 171 yards, and I'm going to hit a little 5-iron. It's going to be a little lower, and this is another one. We're a little bit above. And for me to keep this ball from going too far, I'm going to picture a window that's a little bit lower, because the lower the ball travels, I have the sensation that it's going to hit the ground sooner and it won't go too far. If I launch this ball up in the air, I have to worry about it staying up in the air too long and carrying too far. And I know that got 155 front, 170 to the hole, just a punch 5. Here we go. Go a little left. Ooh, tugged it a little bit. Oh. Let's see. I'm going to fire one more. Fire one more. I'll tell you why. I kind of set up to hit a little cut, but I didn't think my way through. It was an afterthought. I hit it and I go, oh my God, I was supposed to cut it. It's going to hit a little cut. When you cut it, the ball doesn't quite go as far. But again, it's just like lack of commitment. I didn't see that window that I was looking to see. Not just direction, height, but now in this situation, curve. So I'm going to hit one more. See my window. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let's go play that one. So much better. And you could see 171 yards. I normally hit this 200 yards, and I did not slow down one bit. I swung pretty hard there. It was abbreviated, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, don't go long. You know, that's where a lot of amateurs make the mistake, is take the longer club, and you got to hit it pretty hard. I'm not saying full high launch it up in the air, but we make the mistake of overcompensating, thinking it's going to go too far, and usually it doesn't. But we'll go check it out. We'll see. Ooh, it's getting cold again. Glove stays on. It was just going to come off, just out of habit. And as soon as I took my glove, did that, I can feel the coldness, so it stays on. That was a really good shot. Probably carried about 168, ended up 69-ish. It's just such a good example of, I swung pretty hard there, and this doesn't mean that I'm hitting my 5-iron short now. Like, oh my gosh, like my 5-iron's not going my normal distance. No, it's going short today. And good players can really put the 2 and 2 together quickly and not feel like, oh, I'm a bad golfer now because it's not flying very far. So there's a good example of it. Tugged the first one. Now it's getting serious. Oh man, terrible lie. Pulled it a little. It's ironic, I pulled it and I hit it really solid, but I pulled it. And usually when you pull an iron shot, they go farther, and it just didn't go that far. That probably would have carried 173. And I just hit a 5-iron. So here we go. We've got absolutely an awful lie in every possible way. I mean, come check this lie out. You can see where the ball rolled in. You got all that sand right behind. I've got no stance. I mean, the bunkers here at Hacienda are tough as it is. Now I've got a bad lie. I guess at the end of the day, the guys on the board, they'll tell me it's my fault, which it is. I shouldn't have hit it here. Got my 60-degree wedge, and I'm going to figure out, okay, is my left foot going in the bunker or out of the bunker? I mean, I hit a lot of shots, my left foot out, and I'm not very flexible. Okay, I'm going to go left foot in. Get super steep on this one. Oh. All right. I mean, my goal was just to kind of hit it onto the green. Thought I was going to chunk it out a little bit more. I hit it pretty good, went a little far. But situation like this, my goal is to just get it on the green, 2-putt, make bogey, and move on. I just got to take my medicine. Ooh. All right. I can't feel my fingers. I should have 2 gloves on. Oh, it's cold. Just kind of feel my way up there. All right, good par. I will take that any day. Now it's just so weird how this is, I don't know, 400 something yard par 4, and I just hit 3-wood 5-iron when I normally hit 3-wood 9-iron or driver wedge, or that's how the whole day is. I remember playing at the AT&T Pebble Beach, and I was playing at Spyglass, and weather was horrendous. I've never hit so many driver 3-irons in my life. The weirdest part about it was I was hitting the ball really well. I'm hitting 3-iron from 175 yards, and they're not flying a yard longer than 175. Kind of screaming in there low, and it's raining so hard, so cold. The ball would just plug right where it landed. And that's not very PGA Tour like. Usually when you hit a low 3-iron in there at a PGA Tour event, the ball rolls off the green. But yeah, I played real well that week. All right, let's see what we can do with this one. A little downhill. It's gonna move a little left. Respect it. Respect it. At Hacienda, you gotta respect every putt. It gets pretty quick out here. Does not go as left as you think. Does not go as left. Ooh, that's a big one. How about that up and down? Now, was that a good bunker shot or a good putt? Maybe a little bit of both. I had a terrible lie. Worked out really well.